Case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Captain's log. Using the light speed breakaway factor, the Enterprise has moved back through time. Our mission? Historical research.
Captain, I'm getting...
What's happening, people? Good afternoon. Yes, you see the title thumbnail. That is correct. Please do like Mike does. Mike smashes a like. That's what he does. I pay him very good money. He doesn't have he doesn't have pants. He doesn't have a face. Okay. We don't know his gender. We We know he goes by Mike. Okay. And last time I asked him one time, and he said he identifies as a black woman with a penis, but it's neither here nor there, and we don't judge. We just respect Mike for what he does on a day-to-day basis, and what he does is he smashes a like. So be like Mike and hit the like. So people, I'm here to report who's in the house first. What's up, Mama Bear? Hello, Joanne. How are you? Another Joanne. It's going to be tough to top Miss Joanne. Where's old Miss Joanne? She's probably in here. What's going on, Jimmy? The lovely damaged goods. Yes, love wins. There were some more things that happened. He is back in the hot seat. We will be explaining. I have a notebook, and I will be reading. Lolly, what's happening? Mrs. Candace Wells is in the house, and I couldn't be more happy. Hello, Miss Candace Wells. How are you? I hope your day is going good. I hope your week has started off great. I enjoy the word karma, Miss Candace. I enjoy that. I hate to see someone's downfall or be negative and this is a good time for me to get my rocks off. But the problem is this guy befriended a family with a missing daughter and went up there with ill intentions, and he made a mockery out of a missing kid case. And he fed into a narrative that Chris McDonough drove down, somebody who got sued for $7 million for telling children to confess to a crime they did not do. But these two combined have really spewed and fed the narrative of missing Summerwell's case. So I don't mind that karma is taking its place. A lot of people run with what this guy has done, and that is just Don Candace Wells. He's done it in different cases with different families. He has always attacked women, including the new charges or warrants. We'll get to it in a second. But yes, as of today, I will read you what's going on. And hey, look, I am aware that other YouTubers have done this. I will stick to my gut feeling in my opinion, when Nicolina came out and said that this guy was using, after having her on my panel and getting to know her just a little bit, I can't call her like a friend. I can't say that I know her good, or maybe like in comparison, know her like I did Betty or Molly. But what I can tell you is through interactions with her, I feel like she was friends with this guy. I know that she was. And I think that what she tried to do was help him. And I feel almost in a Dougish way, he attacked her and betrayed her. And maybe she sees the true colors. I don't know. My point to this is, if you're hearing this for the first time now, it's been floating around the internet, okay? Nicolina was the first to break it. I just learned that Ziggy was also doing a live. That got shut down because Benjamin, in my opinion, decided to report the live to get it shut down. Now, if that happens over here at White Boy Radio, I will be getting one warning and one warning only. Circumventing is a bad word. It's a bad word for any YouTuber. You know, if you don't have your Google AdSense set up correctly, and if you have other chicks and you give them nicknames and stuff, it would be a shame if one was to bring that to attention. So we'll be feeling confident that none of that shenanigans will be happening over here. Moving along, let's get into the meat and potatoes of why you're here. Benny Keyz. The warrant was recorded on 7/31/2023. Violation of bond protective order. Warrant recorded on August 4th, 2023. Online impersonation of a named persona, create page. The bond amount for both charges is $0. Now, why is that? Well, why is that? Anyone familiar with the system, anyone who's been on probation before, okay? Now, this example I'm about to say works in both examples, okay? I've had both these happen to me. If you are on probation, okay, and you violate the probation, okay, with anything more than a technicality, some places consider a dirty P test a technicality. Some places, like Florida, don't consider it a technicality. So you would not get bond for that. If you catch a new charge while you're on probation, $0.00. Why is that? Because of the state of Florida in 2001, I remember this exactly. I was in jail when it happened. There was a psycho that was in jail. Okay, he got out, posted bond. Excuse me. He was on probation, caught a charge, bonded out on the violation of probation, and he went and killed somebody. They have a zero tolerance now. Okay, I believe it's statewide. That works if you violate your probation, or when you're on bond for something, you have to keep a straight and narrow, people. You can't be out on bond for something and then catch another case. Now, you can do that. You can be out on bond over here for a robbery, and then you drive on a suspended license, and then you bond out on that. However, if you're out on bond for the robbery and you commit another robbery, you ain't getting the bond. That is the situation we are in. I'll repeat the charges. Remember, we've done these lives before. It's a shame. I just did a live and we were deciphering, was it crack or was it meth? Was it a barbecue lighter or was it a Bic lighter? Remember, harassment once, harassment twice. Now let me repeat what I just said so everyone's on the same page. Warrant recorded. Who?
You unmodded me.
No, I did not.
Well, fix it.
Weird.
No.
Okay. While I'm here, anyone else with the same problem? Real fast. Babe, let me know in the comments. So,
Checking convictions doesn't have a rank.
okay. Now, yes, she does. I'm looking at it.
I don't see it.
She says, that is correct. No worries here, Can. Then she says, "At damaged goods with no regrets. Where is your rent?" Okay, yeah, she's got one. So, warrant recorded 7/31/2003, violation of bond, protective order. Okay. Warrant recorded on the 4th. Today is the 7th, 3 days ago. Online impersonation, troll accounts, if you will. Bond amount is $0. Past charges. Okay, you went ham.
I told you. I wrote tonight you're right, check your email.
Oh, so there's past. Okay, I'm not going to read all this other stuff, even though they probably want to know, but we're not going to do that. But I will read that on March 31st, 2023, the harassment Class B misdemeanor filed in Planet TV. The original harassment was $0. Date reported the 28th of March. And then came the divorce. I'm going to have to go to my email. Please hold. There's only so much paper.
The one with the asterisk. Second email.
Wow. Well, already then. Here we go. It's a bit much. I can't see it. The glare. Alrighty, so we have the state of Texas, adult citation, collection letter pending warrant, adult citation. Okay, here we go. 315. He's older than me, huh?
44.
He's almost 45 years old, people. Now, this is what you have to understand. 45 years old. This is not a 20-year-old kid. You know, people wanted to say that people were exaggerating when, remember Operation Coward? And I was getting all those emails and stuff sent to me. And this is just me asking for the stuff. This stuff has been around the streets for a long time. Subscribers are lacing me up. Channels are lacing me up. This guy has been really harassing people a long time. Shout out to the channels out there who give him a wrench. You have morals. Shout out to the channels that he holds a wrench on. You have morals. You're a good person, because it's not like this is 20 years ago. We have seen this dude harassing someone and go to jail right in front of us all. Has the wrench on your channel. Then double down and do it again. Right in front of our face. You didn't care. You gotta get that clout, right? He's got that 10K by his name. You gotta give him that wrench, right? You're a special one. And now, this is like something that I said on a few lives ago. If you watch the Netflix series Stalkers, only 5%. It's like between 3 to 9%. I'm gonna go with 5. We'll go with the high one. 9% of stalkers. Only 9% get convicted of the crime. It is a very difficult crime to convict on. People that stalk, a lot of ladies in the house. I'm sure you've had some rough breakups. I'm sure you've had that one that just wouldn't let go. And fellas, the same applies to you. The same applies to you. It's tough to convict these people. We cover cases where there's a weird attachment. It is just a little too extra of what the person is doing until they snap. But you give them a wrench. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Every channel that gives this dude a wrench, give yourself a pat on the back. Matter of fact, in my next live, trolls and subscribers that support the channel, and even if you're in the bushes, do me a favor. I want to log. I want to start having channel names that start commenting what channels give this guy a wrench. I want to know. I want to know what's going on. I need to know. It's not going to go under the rug over here at Whiteboy Radio. It's not all a facade. No. This is happening in real time. This is happening in real time. you don't get a pass. Emergency protective order. That was done on 6/23.
He's got a lot this year.
Magistration. Okay, that's the divorce. We know about the divorce. Second email. Okay, well, here we go. Court records. All right, you gave me the link is no bueno.
Just go to the hit, literally hit,
Look.
search and hit fencing.
That's what I'm getting. So yeah, apparently here's what I could tell you. I'm gonna see if there's anything else in the court records. Here's what's going on. I don't want to give wrong information. Here's what's going on. He was out on bond. We know that. There is a warrant. There's warrant. To my knowledge, there are warrants set out because he went in. He was harassing. He bonded out. He did more harassing. There's a divorce courts. And now there is more harassing. So somebody called the law. Yes, I hollered at the baby mama right before I hit go live. So we're waiting live here. And I will text her in a second. Somebody filed charges. So apparently the way that it looks is they filed the charges and he's got a warrant coming. There's a warrant coming in, so he will be arrested a third time for the cyber shenanigans. What's up, the Glare? Shout out to the Glare. The Glare is somebody that I'm not talking about. No, the Glare has balls. Let me tell you why. He is the only person that I've seen on the internet who publicly said, you know what, man, I got a lot of shit for being friends with Benny. And I asked the dude when we were beefing and we're making the videos back and forth, he hit this panel. I asked him face to face one time, well, what about Benny? He said, I'm not cool with Benny no more. Credit where credit's due. I don't know who was in here in that chat. Told me that. And I've heard of, at first I'm like, man, shenanigans. He's just saying he's on the panel. However, he's said it publicly. And he's admitted he got a lot of shit for it. But I'm talking about channels that don't have the balls like that. The channels that, come on, man. This is stalking, people. This is stalking. I've talked to the ex-wife. We're friends. Matter of fact, we got a DM. Oh, it's not her. Okay, hold on here. What's going on here? No. All right, let me read this to you. It wasn't her. It was a Twitter thing. There we go. So yeah, it is a warrant. Active warrant. He's got two. He's got two active warrants right now. Two different case numbers. I'm not going to read the case numbers, but one starts with a 469. The other one starts with an A380. But I'll hit the details. Alrighty. And this is in a different part of Texas. This is where the hell Terrell, Texas is, not Plano. Violation of bond protective order received. So he's got one warrant out for no bond. So even if the other one, which I'm about to hit, I'll do a quick screenshot of this just so we're all on the same page. Let me get one without all his name and stuff. No addresses, none of that. No date of birth. None of that's necessary. Okay, this is for the first warrant. So his best case scenario is, well, he has none. He has none because his best case scenario is to just, and if it was me, if I'm being honest, I'm bucking. See you later. There'll be no YouTube. Hey, I would tell you guys a little lie and say, hey, I'm going to the Bahamas for a little bit and get out of here because no bond. Who wants to deal with that? Screw that. You know what I'm saying? Because even on the other warrant, which I haven't looked at yet, if he does have a bond, he's still screwed. He could post bond on the one, but man, you ain't getting out. The other one's going to keep him from getting out. It just is what it is, peeps. Let me send it to you. Let me show it to you. Yeah, Blair's still in here. He does get respect for that. All right, so this is what I just read, just so you can see. Now let me hit the other one. That's the problem. I got all these damn streaming all these platforms. Let me hit the comments real fast. No, it wasn't you. It wasn't. It's not a race anyway. Who cares about who's in the lead in the news? Yeah, I do like to be in the lead with the Benny news, but it is impossible for me. I can't listen, people. I'm going to come in last every single time with the professional panhandlers. People sit around all day and go live. I got to work. It sucks. It sucks when it doesn't suck. It's normal for me to work, but it sucks that I have to compete with all this laziness. Sometimes I beat them. Sometimes I go to work, come home, and still beat them. That's really laziness on their part, but it is what it is. What's up, bees? BS. They will go to his mama's, pick him up, or wait. No, if they catch him, he's going in. Dumbest thing you can do right now, dumbest thing is go live. Dumbest thing you can do is go live. Dumbest thing you can do is do any YouTube. YouTube people gossip way too much. Woo, woo. Hells no. You got warrants? Man, you better get somewhere. Let him tell it. People are just hating. There was never a harassment charge. It's just haters. Didn't double down and go back, arrested the second time. And there's no warrant. It's all lies. We're going through a jury divorce. Come on, bro. Get out of here. It's what you did. It's what you get for what you did to the Wells. It's what you get for what you did in the West case. It's what you did in Cash Gernon's case. It's what you get. And that's just missing family cases. It's always a woman. It's always a woman. Or vulnerable people, grieving people in shock, missing kids. Oh, let me just slide right in there. Think I'll take advantage of the situation. Straight trash. Shout out to people who he is a mod for. You are, can you tell me where to get a merch at? I want to buy a hat. I don't even know what this means. I don't know if I ever said that. No, you did say it, Blair. You said it one time. You said it. I was watching your live on. I don't know if it was Heels or that one dude. You call him a Smiley, or what's the word that you said? The Australian guy, the conspiracy Australian guy. What's his name, guys? The guy that does all the conspiracies. He talks to the accent. Hey, what's that one guy? The fat dude. I don't know. He does all these conspiracies. Australian guy. He's got a big channel. I don't know. You were reviewing him, and I believe you said you got some shit. Yeah, you did say it. I remember you clearly saying it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go back to the other one. So that was the first one. Did you hit the same link on this?
Yeah, just read it and hit back, or just click the details under each page.
Yeah, no. Wait, where is that? I just want to go to the. How'd you get it to work? Where'd you go? Desktop?
No, I just went to.
Here, get it to work again. Whatever you did, because that link you gave me shot. It says error here.
Yeah,
I want to go to the second details. So he didn't get arrested, people, because it clearly, if you read what's on the screen, it clearly says warrant. There's no way he got arrested. Somebody filed another thing. Impersonation is weird because the first one it's harassment. That's harassment. Harassment, stalking, and then this one is. I wonder if this one formed from online. I can't see a victim. I wonder in the details. Doesn't say. Well, what they could have done is do the what's it called? What's it called? The what law? They could have done a Marcy's law which if it was online, which is the smartest thing you could do. And if you have a problem online, people, this is what you got to do. I've done it one time too. Look, guess what? One time with guess who? Benny Keyz. You can do police reports. You can do a Marcy's Law where the police come out and, you know, when they ask for your name or whatever, you say, I want to file it Marcy's Law, which, the second one.
Thing you can click.
I did the first one. That's what's on the screen.
So at the bottom, just hit back to main. Main search, and then type in Lindsay or Benjamin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Marcy's Law. If you have Marcy's Law in your state, I don't think all 50 states have Marcy's Law, but you can keep your name out of a police report. It's that's what I'm doing from here on out. Even if it's something that's like not that serious, I'm still gonna do it because I'm on the internet and I know how people sleuth and shit. So I'm just why give the nosies something else to look at? I'm just going Marcy's Law the whole time. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing. So here goes the second one here.
It's smart for anybody. Tell them that.
It is smart if you can do it. So the second one is, let me get a screenshot. Same thing, Terrell, Texas, online impersonation, name, personal. It says, this is weird. Online impersonation, name / persona create page. You know what this probably is? I'm going to take a wild guess here because I know. Zero bond. And this was, the warrant was 3 days ago. Today's Monday the 7th. Harsh reality is exactly who I was talking about. Yes, that's what I was talking about. I forget his name. He's always with the goddamn conspiracy theories, that guy. Slimy. What? Limey. You said limey is what you said. Limey. I was laughing because it's a good word. Limey. Anyway, here goes the second one. I'm gonna tell you what my guess is on this. This is speculation. I'm not going harsh reality on everybody, but let me just give you my speculation on what I think happened here. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I'm hitting the nail on the head. And then I'll hit up the old X here in a second. If you can remember, this all started. Well, it started because of the divorce. He made this Facebook page, okay? Excuse me. He made a Facebook group, and it was very vindictive towards his ex. Talk about porn revenge and all that type of shit. He made this page on Facebook. It was disgusting. I don't even know how it was posted, okay? Especially with Zuckerbuck over there. Hope Elon smashes that dude. Anyway, here goes the second one. So he did this shit, and then the baby mama says, "Man, no shenanigans. I'm not going for this." Did the charges. Bonds out, doubles down. Not only harasses her, I showed the screenshots, and I actually had baby mama number 2 on the panel last time, but the StreamYards was messing up. And I showed text of how like vindictive and what a dick this guy is. Just evilness. Like evilness. Like let it go, bro. You can't love somebody. You cannot possibly love somebody with love in your heart. If you did, you would just get through this little thing you got going on and let them go be happy. But this is something different, people. So the second time comes around because he always feels like he can play on the internet and nothing will happen. This third time, something happened to where now the police are involved and now there's warrants set in for zero bond. He's going to go in there and sit, people. He's going to sit. He's going to have a vacation. In my guess, I think that, here's my guess in dealing with Benny, and I've dealt with him for a long time now. I've showed you text messages. You guys have heard calls and shit. Being that I know Benny a little bit, here's my guess on this. This is just speculation. I think that he's out. Yeah, the two things, he bonded out again, this and that. The divorce, it went whatever way it went. He's got the P test. We've reviewed all that. Now he's just waiting to get through these these court dates, but he's still bitter and he's gotten comfortable. Remember, he's off the internet for some time. Then he made these weird channels. He's going live again. I mean, here goes this guy's going live talking about Candace Wells' black eye. Bro, get your house and home in order, bro. You're all the way worried about a Candace Wells, and you're at the same time, bro, you're getting arrested like 10 times. You're talking about Rap and Jimbo and Nicolina, bro. Them people are the last people you need to be worried about right now. I think he got comfortable with the internet shit and the shenanigans, and he created some type of another page. He did it away from Facebook. But in my opinion, this is just speculation. I think that he created another page on a different platform with the same shenanigans. And I think that she got tipped off on it. And rightfully so. She said, no, I'm not going for this. I'm not going for this. I've had enough of this dude. I divorced this dude, and he's not going to hold me down. He's not going to degrade me. He's not going to be doing what the dude already does. Take some comments, and then I'm going to hit the baby mama up to see if we can get some breaking news on the situation. His new saying, I don't get tired. Oh, my God. You know what? Great comment. Remember I was listening to those clips that day? I was going to make a damn video on that. You read my mind. Yeah, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Dude, you definitely don't get tired of catching charges either. This dude tried to clown when the lad gave my record. Oh, boy. I told you a long time ago, do not play with White Boy. And you just kept going on. You thought that these same shenanigans, you thought that was going to work over here. Oh, nobody told you? You fucked around and found out. You fucked around and found out, Benny. Benny, what happened? Benny, I tried to tell you a long time ago, Benny. Benny.
Case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now, there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also,
thank you, Jim. I'll take it from here. Actually, his name is Rodger. His name is Rodger Skayer. I will put his channel in the description box. That dude created Fuck Around and Find Out. And he only has 9,000 subs. He went mega viral. People, we got to show him some support. He does a lot of those educational videos. He's kind of funny. I like him. I'm subscribed. So, let's see. Every time I join the chat lately, BS is getting the boot. No, we ain't booting her.
No, she's good here. No one's throwing her out.
So is that not get tied due to alleged meth use? Very possible. Very possible. Very possible. Checks is in the house. Oh my effing God, white boy, those I don't get tired shorts are so super oh my God, tell me about it. It's like, yeah, you're exactly right. He's made the shorts out of them. They're like lame as hell. I mean, he'll be like, and he's like telling them to people. He's like, Nicolina, I went to the store and bought a pack of cigarettes, and I don't get tired. And it's like, wait, where was the punchline? Nicolina. And then I went to the beach, and the sun was out, and I don't get tired. Wait, what? Yes, absolutely. Missouri country girl, 100%, 100%. She should. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know X number 1, but I know X number 2 a little bit, and both them ladies are tired of. And let me tell you this. I almost got X number 1 on the show last time we went live about Benny. She was cool. She was game. I reached out to her like a year before that. So I've said this before. I reached out to her. Let me tell you this. A year before that, it was before Jimbo got the daughter. Before Jimbo got her and her daughter on Breezy, okay, and then I jumped on that panel. You guys all know all that. But before that, I reached out to her. I said, hey, man, look, this guy, this is the deal. I was very respectful about it. And she didn't write back at first. And she wrote me back and she said, hey, man, look, I'd love to come on your show, but I'm going to have to decline because the last time that I did do this was with a creator named Nina Boy. Nina Boy has a huge channel. He's probably about like at 80,000 subs now. That's just a guess. Last time I listened to him, he was at 60,000. And that's when he fought that other YouTuber. That was a year and a half ago. I'm sure he's doing good. When she went on Nina Boy's panel, in her DM to me, she said, after I did that, this guy basically ruined my life. He did all these games, doxing, contacting employers, landlords, neighbors, churches, like it was bad for her. And the reason behind that, if you can recall back to the West case, this dirtbag and Scrub Drug No Thanks Investigates were together out there. If you follow the West case, then this is all old news. But Nina Boy he's from California. He's like does that whole, it's a whole different genre. He's got a whole different vibe, but he's all about California. So he tried to use his platform to help the West family in this time. He is from the streets though. So he peeped off the top that Scrub No Thanks Investigates and Benny Keyz were all shenanigans. So they had a falling out. This is separate from what's that guy's name? Not AB. That other, the one dude. God damn, my brain farts today with names. Damn it. The one dude that called us when Molly was gonna go up there.
Up where?
Remember that one dude? When AV Watchman, I had a fallout with him, and with Benny and Doug at the time too. Okay, and so did Ray Sean. Okay, Ray Sean. Okay, that's where this comes from. That's where this comes from. Hold on, do I still have it in here? Let me see. Yeah, right here. Look.
One thing that I dislike in life, especially man, is a coward. Now, look, it's multiple cowards out there, and there's different levels to the extent to go to a Keyz case and alter with people and alter with the case and bring so much hate and negativity and steady attack people and point fingers and label people as Crips and the Crips did this and this and this and this in such a racist manner, especially going from race to race, especially from white boy to black folks. You know what I mean? You're already stepping into something that's serious, something that's hurtful. People that's already dealing with a lot of pain, from day one searchers to family members, and you come in on here with derogatory stuff. Oh, people was druggies, people was Crips, putting all these jackets on people, right? But when people respond and you cause that attention that you asked for, and that energy that you put in the atmosphere, and it comes back on you. You want to run to the police. You want to be scared. You can't stand up like a man. You can't hold your own because you behind the internet, behind the keyboard, doing all this fuck shit and fuck shit. And I make a little comment like the Crips is holding the police. I'm not a Crip. I didn't put nothing out there on you. You did this to yourself, bro. Just think about it. You're on the internet talking to thousands of people. You know what I mean? You don't know who you talking to. You talking to complete strangers, bro. That know your face. So the reality of life is, of course, people was gonna be on your head. Now, what type of people we never may know. But I know one thing for sure, you did violate a lot of Crips and disrespected them, bro. So what do you expect the outcome to be? Don't shoot the messenger for me to
Yeah, So that's where that came from Rayshawn. Okay. Anyway, I won't play the whole thing. It's like 2 minutes more longer. Shout out to Rayshawn. I'll tag him in this because he gets credit. That's a good creator right there. He also spotted Drug No Thanks Investigates and Benny Keyz shenanigans from the top. But anyway, Nina Boy was out there. He peeped it, okay, and he is not one to be quiet, ignore it. He's going to express himself, and he said some things about Benny and Doug, several things, several videos, okay, which is why somebody connected Nina to the Baby Mama, and Baby Mama went on his panel, this and that. Benny got super mad. Well, first of all, he was extremely mad at Nina Boy because Nina Boy happens to be a black man, okay? And Benny Keyz, he does sack his pants. He does do the rap videos. He talks black sometimes, but it doesn't matter what he does. His elbows and knees can never be ashy. Never. So there's already animosity, if you will, but he was super mad that, well, first off, he's been bitter since childhood because his name was not Tyrone. That's not anyone's problem. That's between Benny and the mom. It's neither here nor there. But he was very upset about the baby mom going on his panel and saying what it was. So what did he do? Destroy your life. Destroy your life. So much to the point when I asked, she want nothing to do with it. But, you know, as time goes on, it's not like he stops the shenanigans. He keeps poking and poking and poking and poking and poking and pushing and poking and pushing. I'm not talking about the stepbrother and him with the poking and pushing. No, the stepbrother was the one doing the poking and the pushing. That's a whole different story. And yes, it's the same woman that walked in when he was getting sucked off by that brother-in-law. But I'm talking about poking and pushing with the jigs, the jabs, the smears, and everything else. To the point where she didn't want to come on the panel. But kept going on. One has to speak. One's voice is, they say in the Bible, the tongue is a strong weapon. And boy, is it. And boy, is it. So she's had enough of the shenanigans. And with that said, let's reach out. Oh. Let's give a reach out. Hey, did you see that? Live now. Let me show you the screenshots. I'm about to put eye emojis in the chat because that's probably what's happening right now. Live now. Let me show you the screenshots. I'm about to put eye emojis in. Should I call her? Should I DM call her? Should I DM call her? Should I DM call her? 1 to DM call her, 2 no. 1 to DM call her, 2 no. 1 to DM call, 2 no. Oh, you remember this? First time I seen Benny was on Nina Boy's panel. Benny then hooked up with Doug, and Doug was kicked to the curb by AV. Then they started harassing Rayshawn, so he made a channel to let people know facts. Hey, but you know, shout out to Rayshawn. I think Rayshawn, he's an honest creator. He was one of the first people to hit me up when I was doing Operation Coward. He called, he gave me a story. But Rayshawn's a real one, man. he was more or less like, what's up when he was on some shit like, if you go down there, let me know. Let's whoop some shit. Like he's living like that. Like, you know, he's a real one. I respect Ray Sean. Allegedly. And for hypothetical purposes, educational purposes. Text and ask first. I don't have it, babe.
No, I keep emailing her.
Yeah, give her an email real fast. I'm gonna call. What's the worst? What's the worst that's gonna happen? She doesn't pick up. If she says she can't talk, she can't talk. I respect it. Yeah, no. I know he has. I just think, you know, I feel as though he should have more subscribers for peeping the shenanigans from day one. You know, I believe Ray Sean. I don't know all the creators who covered the West case. I know there's a lot of videos on YouTube. But you know, if you cover a case and do one video on the case, if you do one video about the case, that doesn't mean like really that you're covering it. You know, there's people who cover cases and they go into detail and they have a bunch of videos about it, a bunch of panels about it. I don't know those creators, right? I don't know everybody involved with the West case, but what I can say is Ray Sean was one creator that 100% was in it for the right reasons and had the right intentions, without a doubt. And he was beefing with two people that were there for not the right reasons. And the problem is he's going against people like Benny Keyz and Doug, which I'm surprised we have not had any arrest with Doug yet. And Doug's not on the screen right now because he plays the same game and route as Benny does. Remember, they hooked up in the beginning together. Ray Sean is going to get trampled over with because he's got creators who have more subscribers than him, double teaming, making their own narrative, and making him look crazy or making him look, you know, like the oddball, when that's not the case at all. The problem is with YouTube is I went through this with Kenkles and Bullhorn Betty and JLR. You have a creator who's over here telling everybody the truth, okay? It's the exact same situation, okay? I ran into these people, you know, I got to know them in real life, not one time, like weeks at a time. Like I know how they are, but on the internet, they're running a narrative against you, and the narrative control always wins because these people have more than me combined, and people are coming over here with all the hate and stuff. It's like, whoa, what? You need to do a U-turn. You're shooting the wrong way, and that's exactly what happened to Ray Sean with Doug and Skeezy, 100%. I hate to see him have low subscribers. You know, somebody drop his link. He's a good dude. Oh, here we go. Here goes nothing. Should I call it or video? Should I video it or call it? I'm just going to call it. Oh, I rang a whole bunch of times.
Can you mod Skunk?
Skunk doesn't have a wrench?
Yes, sir.
Skunk, you must have just come in here, man. Listen, Damage didn't have a wrench, bro. I did not do that. I don't know what's going on, but I'm damn sure going to figure it out. Skunk does not have a wrench. What the frig, man? Skunk, I didn't do that, bro. Anybody else in here, man? Let me look at these names. Who else is in here? Speak up. Don't get mad because I didn't do that. I just gave her a wrench last time. What the frig? Debbie, you didn't speak up, Debbie. Just last time I gave you one. Let's see if she calls back. But that's it, man. I don't know what else to tell you. What's gonna happen? Yeah. I just handled that. Miss Joanne, do you got a wrench? Yes. That dude used to learn how to hack. Who's this? I believe what we're gonna listen. It's common sense. Here's what's gonna happen next, y'all. He's got a warrant. Benny's an interesting person. This is gonna be the only time, psychology-wise, that you know and you have the information that a YouTuber that we all are familiar with has 2 active warrants, right? You're going to see this is when I tell you like YouTube ego and stuff. YouTube ego. I say it a lot. I don't know. I don't think people understand what I mean. Let me show you what I mean when I say that word. I'm going to show you guys what I mean because I have a very good something else to tell you about. Another scumbag that I would like to share with you guys. Let's have a look at it. Hold on. Let's look at it real quick. YouTube ego. What is that? What does that mean, huh? And we get to watch this really, literally play out in front of us with Mr. Keyz. Here we go. Okay, bam. That's what I want. That one. And then I want to put this one on too. Definitely. Okay, let's get this one on too. Where's it at? Okay. A couple of memes I have to show you guys. All right. First off, since we're talking about him, we know who this guy is. This topic of discussion. Who can solve the riddle? Who was Molly's biggest simp creator? 1, 2, 3, go. This guy. But with YouTube ego, I'm talking about this one. This one. This one here. Let me tell you, let me use this example, and then I want to show you what to watch for with Benny. Okay? It's very simple. This lady, I post on my community wall. 0 jobs, 0 teeth, and 9,743 videos of Don and Candace Wells. How do I know that she's got 0 jobs? Well, I got her information. And a couple of streams ago, I was joking and I was reading off old numbers, old emails, and old stuff. So I don't dox people over here. It's not what I do. YouTube ego is easy, right? This lady has been bullying the Wells. You guys know this is a cyberbullying advocate channel, man. It's what I do over here. This lady has been making vile and disgusting videos about the Wells. So I just gave her a little taste of her own medicine. And what does the YouTube ego do? She gets wind of it. And she fires back at a white boy. And what does she say? She says, well, I know that you were in prison and you were hanging around the Aryans. Well, that was a good guess for 1. But for 2, okay, I hear you. And she said she calls me a peckerwood, which is clearly shows her age. No pun intended. It clearly shows her age because there is no peckerwoods in Florida. It's a California thing. Repeating, there's no peckerwoods in Florida. She says that I'm a peckerwood. She then proceeds to say that she has family that are in the Aryan Nation. Also, that she's got so many brothers in places in each state that I can get touched fast. Now, for 1, there's 2 ways I could look at this, right? one way I could look at it as like, okay, this lady is just talking. She doesn't even understand prison politics, or that there is no Peckerwoods in Florida, or I cannot possibly take this lady serious. She looks like a crackhead. Almost, I could see her and Benny Keyz smoking crack together, but she's gonna literally tell me that she has people and she's tied in with Aryans. That's laughable. Or, see, that was her YouTube ego. Or I could say, well, what had happened was I'm kind of scared for my life. Because this lady is now threatening me, saying that she is tied in with the Aryan Nation. And I do know that she's been also threatening my friends. So now that I do have her name, and I kind of touched her YouTube ego a bit, but I am deathly afraid of the threat. Like I'm scared for my life. Like I'm scared for my life. So what I'm gonna have to do now is call Don and Candace and tell them, hey, look, this crazy lady, not only do I have their name, but she's admitted on video that she's gang related and she can touch people in each state even. But it gets better. It actually gets better. She says a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things, right? And maybe for what it's worth, because I'm live, I won't tell you all of them. But sometimes the YouTube ego is the best. There's a rule on YouTube. People send me stuff all the time for video ideas, I guess, or to stir drama. I don't know what it is. And when I get it, if it's involved with me, there's a rule every YouTuber should do. It's a very simple rule. It's very easy. But it's on the YouTuber to just do the basic rule. 9 times out of 10, the YouTuber doesn't do the simple rule. What is the rule? What is the golden rule? Ignore it. Ignore it, and it'll go away. That's the easiest thing with YouTube. But the YouTube ego is something magical, which you should all know. What you should all know. Now, when it comes my way, I like to indulge in the back and forth. I kind of invite it. But at the same time, if someone has 10 subscribers and they shoot an old white boy, well, now I have the upper hand. I don't want to punch down because that's what they want. They're begging and sucking for you to say their name. So no, I'm not going to do that. But if it's even, or if they got, I don't know, over 5,000, game on. But you got it's chess. It's chess. But the YouTube ego is something that I have seen since I'm doing YouTube, especially in true crime. Something magical. And what I'm telling you, this little lesson here is how YouTubers handle things. Why is there a YouTube ego? There's a YouTube ego because in real life, I am no better than you. But for some reason on YouTube, I have a following, and it's more than maybe what you have. So there's a status here. No, don't give me that. Please don't ever give me that. But I'm speaking in general for everybody. And what happens? When you have a following, you have to do videos. You have to go live. My point to this is, with this one, well, now we can do a fun police report and we get one more exploiter off the Wells case. I mean, I am scared for my life. But with Benny, what does he do? Now we know his behavior. With 2 warrants, will he go live? I could tell you last time he had a warrant, he did. I could tell you just what he did. He pulled in somewhere, backed up, so the camera's facing this way. You can't see what's behind him. Point is, he thought about it before he went live. Is he going to go live in front of his mom at his mom's house? Well, that will be stupid. Why? The whole internet knows where his mom lives. It takes one person watching from the bushes, not in the chat. there. Because they want to see him get handcuffed. Alive. So what happens with Benny? What will happen? Will he go live at Mom's? Will we see him back up into a tree? Or even better yet, that one he did in the shed? It's YouTube ego. Sometimes people will say they're in gangs and they make it easy. And sometimes people can't ignore it. We'll have to wait and see. But until the next one, it's White Boy Radio. I'm signing off.